Details and tips on the BM22 F22 Raptor. It is a 4-channel 6G 3D gyro with twin 8623 brush motors. It comes ready to fly. It's one of the best flying, most stable beginner park jets I've flown so far. A complete novice is not going to have any problems flying this jet. Has a wingspan of 355 millimeters, a length of 490 millimeters. Its control range is around 200 meters, and that is a very good range for a RC plane this small. They get really small really fast. I have seen it listed as having a 1S 3.7 volt 800 milliamp hour 25C LiPo, and I have seen it listed as coming with a 1S 3.7 volt 1000 milliamp hour 25C LiPo. The one that I have, the one that I've linked to, came with a 1000 milliamp hour 25C LiPo, not the 800. I do have some spare LiPos that are 800 milliamp hour that work just fine in this plane, and I get almost as much flight time as with the 1000 milliamp hour, and I will have links to those in the show notes. The radio takes 4 AA batteries. Those are not included in the ready to fly. All right, some of the features. It has a 6-axis gyro with 3 flight modes. It has 1-button takeoff and landing. I have not tested the 1-button takeoff and landing. I just typically launch it myself, manually using the throttle. Either from taking off from the ground or doing a hand launch with it. Has a stunt button. I found that you can only do aerobatics using the stunt button. The stunt button works really well. It's nice and crisp, performing rolls, doesn't lose much altitude at all. It has decent power, but the loops are more of like a flip than an actual loop, because it does it quickly, so you don't lose much altitude doing that either. But it's fun to perform stunts with it. It has a low battery alarm, and you also have a very bright LED light on the front of the plane, and it will start flashing whenever the battery gets low as well. So you have a visual cue as well as an audio cue on the transmitter. You have an aircraft locator, so if you need to find the aircraft, just turn off the transmitter, and then a beeper will activate on the plane so you can locate it. That's a really cool feature. It has very colorful LED lights, and you can change those. It has red exhaust LED lights out of the exhaust ports in the back, the fake exhaust ports, and those are really highly visible in the air. So you can see those from the back of the aircraft, and you can see that really bright center LED at the very front of it. It's a white LED. So you can definitely tell what you're looking at, with the front and the back of the aircraft. It's made of durable EPP foam, so you're not going to have to worry about durability with this little plane. It has good power and flight time. Differential thrust provides yaw control, and that really allows you to spin it around pretty quickly. It's sub 250 grams, so you're not going to have to worry about FAA restrictions. It has excellent slow flight capability. It performs high alpha with ease, so you can fly even more slowly if you initiate a little bit of high alpha, which is a lot of fun. Flying it around that way, it makes it really easy to bring it in for a landing. Using a little bit of high alpha, if you've got a little bit of a headwind, you can actually do a vertical landing with it. The landing gear provide enough ground clearance that with a smooth surface you could take off from the ground. There's plenty of clearance between the ground and the props with the landing gear attached to it. You don't have to use the landing gear if you don't want to. You can fly it without the landing gear. I have flown mine without the landing gear and with the landing gear both. Can be flown in a small area like a park or even a gymnasium, and this is a really good candidate for winter flying inside of a large, like a gymnasium, warehouse, something like that. The assembly is very easy. All I had to do was slot in the vertical stabilizers and attach the landing gear, and that was all that was required, I think, if I remember correctly. With the assembly, that's all that was required. It has an on and off switch, which was really nice, so you can get your battery connected and get it tucked away and get the battery hatch in place. and then just before you go out to the field with it, and then just switch it on with the on and off switch, and bind up to the transmitter, and you're ready to go. No fuss, no muss. It can handle some decent wind. I have taken it out in, I would say, 5 to 8 miles per hour wind, and it handled it just fine, no problem. I found that with some high alpha and a 5 to 6 miles per hour wind, I can actually hover it, which is a lot of fun to go out and practice hovering with it. It has excellent slow flight capability. The LED lights make it very visible, and there are a lot of color LED lights underneath the wing. It's very stable and excellent plane for an absolute beginner. The ESC and the battery connector uses the red JST connectors. May have an optional camera. There are ports underneath the aircraft fuselage, and an actual holder for an external camera. The one that I have did not come with a camera. Binds up to a multi-protocol transmitter, which I really like, and we'll go over the protocol here in a minute. Performs stunts very well, as I spoke about earlier, and the front LED lights will flash when the battery is low. All right, so on the protocol information for a multi-protocol transmitter, I have a Radio Master TX16S with the 4-in-1 RF module in it. The protocol is SGF22, and the sub-protocol is F22. And you have aileron, elevator, throttle, rudder on channels 1 through 4. Channel 5 is your gyro modes. And channel 6 is your flip button, your stunt button. Channel 7 operates the lights. If you have an optional camera with yours, channel 8 will take a photo, and channel 9 will engage video. Channel 10 is for trim reset. Channel 11, it says balance, and channel 12 is balance high. So I think that, I don't know exactly how that works. It's not really specified in the documentation on the multi-protocol page for this protocol and sub-protocol. I assume it means like a high rate and a low rate, but don't quote me on that. I am not sure about that. All right, in the box, you get the BM22 F22 Raptor. You get the transmitter. You get one flight battery. At least mine came with one flight battery. It came with the USB battery charger. It came with 2 full sets of spare props. Usually you only get 1 set. This one came with 2, so I like that. Came with a screwdriver and comes with a manual. So that's what's in the box. As I stated, it is a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun to fly. There'll be a link to the plane in the show notes. There'll be a link to spare batteries in the show notes. There'll be a link to the playlist in the show notes. So if you haven't seen any of the flights that I've posted to this plane, take a look at the playlist, because everything that I do with this plane, I will add it to that playlist. Okay. Also, don't forget to check out our Facebook page if you don't follow us on Facebook, because whenever I find good deals or have information to disseminate, I will post it on our Facebook page. All right, so that is the details and tips on this F22 Raptor. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time in the TinkerzLab.